This is Retro Sports Radio. Visit RetroSeasons.com for more sports history.
On Sunday, October 7th, 1962, the San Francisco Giants faced the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium for Game 3 of the 1962 World Series. The series was tied at 1 game apiece after the masterful 3-hit shutout by the Giants' Jack Sanford in Game 2. The series moved to New York for Game 3, where the Giants' Billy Pierce faced the Yankees' Bill Stafford. This audio recording is from the NBC radio broadcast featuring announcers George Kell and Joe Garagiola.
Hello, everybody. This is Joe Garagiola with George Kell, welcoming you to the third World Series game of 1962. Brought to you by
Chrysler Corporation, where quality is engineered into every car. Maker of Plymouth, Valiant, Chrysler, Imperial, Dodge, Dodge Dart, and Dodge Trucks.
And by the Gillette Safety Razor Company, maker of the new Gillette Slim Adjustable Razor. Remarkable super glue blades that give all but unbelievable shaving comfort. Foamy, the cream of all instant lathers. And Right Guard, the new power spray deodorant for men.
The third game of the 1962 World Series. Yes, sir, we're here in Yankee Stadium. And in a few moments, we'll be all set to bring you the big third game. We say the big one because both managers, it was interesting to note, it's a pivotal game. As far as the pitching is concerned, Alvin Dark says we're not hurting too badly because it'll be Juan Marichal. For the Yankees, it would be Whitey Ford. That would be tomorrow. But the big game today, that's the one that will determine just who will be used. Billy Pierce will be pitching for the San Francisco Giants this afternoon. And for the Yankees, it'll be Bill Stafford. Pierce has done a tremendous job for these Giants. You followed them coming down that stretch in the National League race and in the playoffs. Remember, it was Billy Pierce who came in to nail it down. Pierce has been a big, pleasant surprise with his fastball more than anything else. In the playoffs, he was not afraid to challenge the Dodger hitters. Pierce has been known to have a good slider and a good curveball, but it was the fastball that he kept down that seemed to keep the Dodger hitters off stride. Billy Pierce, the left-hander, is warming up to the left of home plate, while the right-hander and sinker baller Bill Stafford is warming up on the other side. Now, this broadcast is authorized under broadcasting rights granted by the Commissioner of Baseball solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. And any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the descriptions and accounts of this game without the express consent of the Commissioner is prohibited. Bill Stafford, we watch him warm up right now. He's throwing sinker balls. When you talk to his catchers, both Elston Howard, who, by the way, will be in the lineup along with Moose Scarron, Elston Howard says that Stafford's got them all as far as pitches. Depends heavily on a sinker ball, but he throws a slider, a changeup, and a curve. And when you talk to him, the one thing that both Yogi and Elston Howard add right now is that Stafford is not afraid to throw strikes. That he's got good control, and he's not afraid to get that ball over. So that's the way the ball player appraises him. If you're a fellow for statistics, I'm not too much for him myself, the way they measure it is your base on balls should be about half of what the strikeouts are. Well, Stafford, before the season, 176 strikeouts, and he walked only 57 men. He's a big, powerful guy who comes about three-quarters, and if he's got his good stuff, you should see a lot of ground balls. He, like Billy Pierce, pitches down. It's a partly cloudy day here at Yankee Stadium, and the sun has been coming in and out. You bring that up because it seems like every October when these Yankees are in the World Series, the shadows become so famous and so prominent here at Yankee Stadium. Neither ball club was able to work out yesterday because of the weather. Today, when the sun was out, both left fielders trying to get out there to try to see if there was any effect as far as the shadows are concerned. Right now, there isn't a shadow to be seen in this ballpark. The grass was just cut this morning, so it's a very fast infield and a very fast outfield. Ball clubs like to work out right after work has been done on the infield, but that was impossible because of the weather yesterday. As we mentioned, neither ball club worked out, and this morning the ground crew telling me that at 7 o'clock they were out and they were already working on the grass. The lineup's just a bit different to the extent that Alvin Dark is leading off with Philippe Alou. This is the first time this year that Philippe Alou is leading off. He'll be playing left field while big Willie McCovey will be in right field. There was some thought as to whether it would be McCovey or Cepeda in the lineup, and Alvin Dark, the manager, has solved that problem by having both of them in the lineup. Cepeda will be at first base and McCovey will be in right field. We might add that McCovey put on some exhibition of long ball hitting during batting practice. Big Yankee Stadium, down the right field line, it's 296 feet, but it really bellies out to a 344, and in right center, which is a power slot, right center and left center. In right center, it's 407. A big three-tier grandstand here, and McCovey hit two of them that I saw into the third tier. So Willie was really putting on some exhibition of hitting during batting practice. There's no breeze here. The official temperature is somewhere around 65, and they say the wind is from northwest 15 to 25 miles per hour. The ball players will be constantly checking the flags, and as far as they're concerned, not being the weathermen, not knowing maybe the direction, whether it's north or west, the flags are blowing towards the right field corner. And they'll be looking towards those flags all afternoon. Moose Skowron and Elston Howard, not in the second ball game, that 2-0 3-hit shutout pitched by Jack Sanford. Both of them will be in the lineup. Howard has his wrist heavily taped. Skowron with the bat back, feeling much better. He'll be in the lineup. And here are the lineups for the visiting San Francisco Giants. Philippe Alou leads off. He'll be in left field. Alou, left field. Batting second, it's Chuck Hiller at second base. Hiller, second base. Batting third in center field, it's Willie Mays. Mays will be in center field, batting third. In the cleanup spot, it's the right fielder, McCovey. Willie McCovey, M-C-C-O-V-E-Y. McCovey will be in right field. Batting fifth, it'll be the first baseman, Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda, C-E-P-A-D-A. Cepeda will be at first base. The catcher, the pride of Strawberry Plains, Ed Bailey. Bailey will be the catcher. Batting seventh, it'll be the third baseman, Jim Davenport. Davenport bats seventh. And batting eighth, it's the surprise of the series so far, the shortstop, Jose Pagan. Pagan is the shortstop. And batting ninth, it's the pitcher, Billy Pierce. Pierce is 116. He has lost 6. For the New York Yankees leading off, it'll be the shortstop, Tony Kubek. Kubek, the shortstop. Batting second, the second baseman, Bobby Richardson. Richardson at second base. Batting third, it's Tresh. Tresh will be in left field. Batting fourth, it's the center fielder, Mantle. Mantle will be in center field. Batting fifth, it's the right fielder, Roger Maris. Maris will be in right field. Batting sixth, the catcher, Elston Howard. Howard, the catcher. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Skowron. Moose Skowron at first base. Batting eighth, it's the third baseman, Boyer. Clete Boyer at third base. And batting ninth, it's the pitcher, Bill Stafford. Stafford is 114, and he has lost 9. Stafford against Billy Pierce, the third game of the 1962 World Series. And the third game of this 1962 World Series is being brought to you from Yankee Stadium in New York.
See that new Plymouth parked outside?
Nice, huh?
Whose is it?
Mine. Plymouth 63 on the move. You'll see it in the dramatic new styling. Wide and low, clean lines, uncluttered surfaces. Inside, you'll also see it. The new quality in the trim, the new colors, a new, easier-to-read instrument panel. And you'll also feel it in the greater strength and durability from Chrysler Corporation's unibody construction. In convertibles, hardtops, station wagons. In 26 models, you'll see and feel why Plymouth 63 is on the move. Let your dealer demonstrate the car on the move. Plymouth 63, a product of Chrysler Corporation.
Where quality is engineered into every car. Through the pen the gate ruled through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave.
So with the playing of the national anthem, both ball clubs head for the dugouts, and pretty soon it'll be the third game of this 1962 World Series. Both pitchers continue to warm up. It's been a long warm-up session for both Billy Pierce and Bill Stafford. A partly cloudy day. The sun is just peeping through right now. If it would stay like this, would be a little bit of a problem in left field. The trouble spots here are down the lines where it bellies out, and if you're not careful as a right or left fielder, the ball can just hug that wall and scoot on way out to left center or right center. Both ball clubs working out before the game to guard against it. And right now, we pause 10 seconds for station identification.
This is WGY 810 on your dial, Schenectady.
Are you mixing with the best? Saratoga Vichy with the yellow label. It outsells all the rest.
Bill Stafford has just completed his warm-up tosses. He of the sinker ball and the real good slider. Billy Pierce just motioning to his catcher, Tom Haller. He's going to throw a couple more curveballs, an overhanded curveball, the kind that when we were kids, we used to call it drop. On the home plate side, next to the Yankee dugout, Hall of Famer Joe DiMaggio is getting all set to throw out the first ball. And with a smile on his face, he's just motioned Elston Howard to back up a little bit. There's Joe DiMaggio. Tremendous hand. The Yankee Clipper, Hall of Famer. He gets set and throws a strike to Elston Howard. The Yankees all on the top step of the dugout watching the great Yankee DiMaggio. Howard hands the ball back. DiMaggio now going through the Yankee dugout. The umpires are all poised. Stan Landis behind the plate. Here goes the Yankees. The home club. And if you're wondering about right-handers against left-handers and the platooning and what have you, the Yankees have 6 right-hand hitters against the left-hander Billy Pierce. Keep in mind that both Tom Tresh and Mickey Mantle switch hitters. 6 right-handers excluding the pitchers. 3 left-hand hitters against the right-hander Bill Stafford. McCovey and Cepeda both in the lineup for the Giants. Howard and Starrin, doubtful starters for the Yankees, both in the lineup this afternoon. The third game, and George Kell, it was kind of interesting to sit on a bench of both ball clubs and hear him say that this is the big ball game. It seems like every game in the World Series before it starts, it's always the big one.
You're right, Joe. It is a big ball game for both ball clubs. As you said before, this is a pivotal ball game, and each team would like to take a 2-1 edge into tomorrow's game. And, of course, both clubs would like a sweep here in this series and would like to wrap it up right here in Yankee Stadium. But Ralph Houck, I think, echoed the sentiments of all the ball players on both teams when he said it looks like an almost impossible task for either team to sweep in these 3 ball games because we're too evenly matched. And, of course, the Yankees have run into a little better pitching from the Giants than they anticipated, although it would be hard to get them to admit that. But they felt like that the Giants staff coming through the playoffs might be a little bit weary, but Jack Sanford gave a tremendous rise to the pitching importance of the San Francisco Giants. Well, we're getting ready to go here in the third game of this World Series. Bill Stafford, a right-hander, is doing the pitching for the Yankees. Bill has won 14 and lost 9 this year, and his mound opponent will be the left-hander, Billy Pierce. Billy has won 16 and lost 6. The umpires here today, Stan Landis
Landis will be behind the plate. Jim Honachik of the American League at first base, Al Barlick of the National League at second base, and Charlie Berry of the American League will be on at third. Hank Soar has moved down the left field line in this ball game, and Ken Burkhart of the National League is down the right field line. They have switched positions. As Joe told you, it's turned out to be a pretty good afternoon here in New York. Rain through most of yesterday and cloudy, cool weather forecasted here today. But right now the sun is popping through. We have a few blue skies up above, still some clouds around. But a bright, sunshiny afternoon is in prospect here for the third game of this World Series. A slight delay right now as the band in center field just getting off the field, and they're getting the chairs out of the way and closing the exit gate. And Philippe Alou steps in to lead off for the Giants here in this third ball game. Alou, a right-handed batter. He has a .333 batting average. He's been to the plate 6 times, and he has 2 hits. He has no home runs, no runs batted in. Bill Stafford looking in to get the sign, and the first pitch of the ball game is on its way. A curveball, it's in there, 1 strike. This will not be the highly partisan crowd that we found in San Francisco, because the Giants have a lot of rooters here in New York, and they seem to be out in mass today. The pitch to Alou is in there. Strike 2, another curveball around the knees. A strike 2 count. Alou, Hiller, and Mays will be the Giant batters here in the first inning. Stafford gets ready. Here's the 2-strike pitch. A curveball outside. He checked his swing just in time.
George, this is the first time this year that Alou is leading off, and that Stafford certainly not pitching to him as you would a leadoff man. He hadn't tried to get ahead of Alou with the fastball. He has thrown 3 breaking balls, 2 real good curveballs, and a slider. Alou is a power hitter, more or less, but with McCovey and Cepeda and Mays in there, it's about as powerful a leadoff man as you can get.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Stafford ready. Here's the pitch. Fastball. It's a little bit high. This one just above the letters. Stafford thought he had him. He looked in to Stan Landis. A ball 2 and a strike 2 count. The Yankees play him straight away, deep in the outfield. Everybody back on the infield. Bill gets ready. The 2-2 pitch. Here's a line drive in the center field. Mantle racing in. He's got it. Alou hit that one like a bullet. A low liner in the left center. Mickey Mantle racing over to make the catch. That's 1 away, and the batter will be the second baseman, Chuck Hiller. Chuck's a left-handed batter. He has a .286 batting average. He has 2 home runs and 7 trips in the series. 2 hits in 7 trips. No home runs, no runs batted in. Stafford delivers a fastball. It's in there. 1 strike to Hiller. We're in the first inning. 1 out with no one on, no score in the ball game. Time is called as a piece of paper comes floating across the infield, and Stafford's going to run it down.
We're going to see some high-price collectors this afternoon, George. Al Barlick just came up with a piece of paper. Stafford has just collected some. The breeze is really whipping through here, and a lot of it blowing out of the stands, and ball players hate to be distracted.
Here's the 1-strike pitch. Outside, he got the fastball off the corner. 1-1 to Hiller. The weather report for tomorrow is not good. Showers, cloudy weather forecasted for this area on Monday. The 1-1 pitch coming up. Curveball. He got it over. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stafford has thrown a lot of curves here in the first inning, and he's been able to get them over. Chuck Hiller, left-handed hitting second baseman, standing in. Chokes the bat as he waits on Stafford. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Change-up. He got it too high. A ball 2 and a strike 2 count. Willie Mays is in the on-deck circle, and you'll hear a roar from this crowd when Willie steps in. A great favorite here in New York. The club has moved to San Francisco, but they have not forgotten Mr. Mays. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Down low, fastball coming low and in. 3-2 to Hiller. Both clubs tried to work out here yesterday, but rain interfered. They suited up, ran a little in the outfield, but no chance for infield practice or batting practice. Stafford into the windup. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ball. He
delivers a curve. He pops it up to the shortstop. Kubek has it. Willie checked his swing on a curveball. The ball hit his bat. Never did get very high. Kubek moved over near the bag at second to make the catch. So there's 2 outs. And the batter will be Willie McCovey. No score here in the first inning. The Giants with a runner at first base and 2 down. McCovey's a big left-handed batter.
George Bobby Richardson looks like a lonesome man out there. He's about 3 steps already on the outfield grass as they really swing around to play McCovey to pull that ball. Mantle's way over in right center. Maris is deep.
Stafford checks his runner. The pitch to McCovey is inside. A fastball that pushed him back. 1 ball and no strikes.
The amazing thing about McCovey's home run off Terry was the fact that it stayed fair. Terry was talking about that tremendous shot that McCovey hit in Candlestick, and he said as far inside as it was, he thought it'd go foul.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike. He got a fastball over right around the knees. I think he shook the Yankees up a little when he said he didn't hit it good.
Say, he come up with some pretty good, he said, why should I shrivel up playing the Yankees? It's almost like playing the Mets in Houston.
Here's a quick throw to first base. Hiller back in time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Willie McCovey, the batter. Big, tall, left-handed batter. Stafford delivers. Fastball. He bounces it foul over to the end of the Yankee dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. McCovey is playing in the outfield today. Cepeda has moved back to first base, and Matty Alou is out of the lineup. We're in the first inning. There's no score in the ball game. Chuck Hiller is on at first base with 2 outs. Chuck drew a walk on a 3-2 pitch. Bill Stafford looking in. Taking a little time pitching to McCovey. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Change of pace. He pops it up behind the plate. This one's going to be out of play. Souvenir baseball for some lucky fan. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
McCovey goes right into everything. He's a real good fastball hitter. The one pitch he has had to learn to hit is the change of pace. He's got that big bat. Once he starts it forward, it just, the weight of it and the size of it just carries it right on through. Takes a little bit of courage, George, to throw this big fella change up when you're only 60 feet 6 inches, because that bat looks like it swells up when he's in that batter's box.
I noticed Skowron was looking into Stafford while he was changing up on him. He's pretty close himself. Bobby Richardson, the second baseman, playing about 3 or 4 steps back on the edge of the outfield grass. Stafford gets set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball is too high. That'll even the count at 2-2. The all-important third game of this World Series. The Giants and the Yankees locked at 1 game apiece. Stafford checking the sign. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball. It's too low. Just below the knees with this one. So it's 3-2 to McCovey. The runner at first base will be moving on this pitch.
You see, he wanted it badly for that very reason. He didn't want to give that Hiller those extra 4 steps that he'll pick up on the 3-2. He wanted the decision on the 2-2, and he really snapped off a good curveball. But McCovey, he knows that strike zone pretty well.
We're ready to go. The 3-2 pitch. Curveball. It's inside. Willie checked his swing in time on a close pitch. It's 2 walks here in the first inning. The Giants have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And the batter will be Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda is looking for his first hit in the World Series. He's been to the plate 4 times. Big right-handed batter. Stafford delivers a curve. 1 strike. The Yankees will play Orlando a little bit into right field. Mickey Mantle was over in right center, has moved back a little bit towards center field. Tommy Tresh over in left center. Here's the 1 strike pitch. Another curve. It's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 on, 2 outs, no score in the first inning. Bill Stafford trying to get him out. Checks his runners. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got the fastball by him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They try to keep the ball inside to Cepeda. He likes that ball out over the plate, something he can rifle up the alley in right center. Stafford trying to pitch him tight, keeping the curve down low. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Here's the curve. He hits it deep to left. If it stays fair, it's gone. It is
hitters, but Cepeda is deep in the batter's box, kind of Hornsby stance, the way the older fellas tell you, and can hit that ball in the right center and can wait. He waits on that curveball.
Stafford ready, the 1-2 pitch. Here's a ground ball to second base. Richardson knocks it down. Here's the throw to first. He's out on a close play. Bobby Richardson fumbled the ball for just a moment, flipped it over to first in time to get Cepeda. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 men left, and the score at the end of the first half, the first inning, the Giants nothing with the Yankees coming to bat.
Your attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen.
And what about that one?
What is it?
A 63 Plymouth Sport Fury.
That's for me.
Plymouth's on the move, and the 1963 Plymouth Sport Fury is built especially for the man who likes a car on the move. This is Plymouth with dramatic new styling, but with famous Chrysler engineering features that lead the field. From the wide, low grille to the broad, low hood and fresh new roofline, this car is all new. It's a brand new design, clean, uncomplicated lines, looks and beauty with no reduction in the performance that made Plymouth champ of its class. From now on, you have to own one to catch one. At your dealers now. Plymouth 63, a product of Chrysler Corporation.
Where quality is engineered into every car.
Well, we move along into the bottom of the first inning. There's no score in the ball game. Billy Pierce, a left-hander, is taking his warm-up tosses. Billy won 16 ball games for the Giants this year. He lost 6. One of those 16, the all-important win in the first game of the playoffs when he beat the Dodgers 8-0. He also pitched in the 9th inning of the 3rd game of the playoffs. Tony Kubek, the leadoff man. He'll be followed by Bobby Richardson, then Tommy Tresh. Tony's a left-handed batter. Has 2 hits and 9 trips in the series for a .222 batting average. Takes a curve and it's in there. 1 strike. Tony sharpened up, bluffed a bunt. A third baseman, Davenport, is playing right in on top of him. McCovey's in a step or 2 at first base. Billy into the windup. Here's the 1-strike pitch. A foul ball. This one coming back to the screen. Cepeda at first base. McCovey is the right fielder today. A 2-strike count to Tony Kubek. Giants play Tony shallow in the outfield pretty much straight away. Pierce delivers. Curveball. He hits it into left center field. Alou drifting back. He's there, and he makes the catch. A one-handed catch. Alou was having trouble with the sun, and at the last moment, he reached up and caught it.
The problem with the sun, when you hear the ball players talk about it, is that you lose it as it comes with the background of the people, and it gets up above the stands. You're looking right into the sun. It comes back down, and it's really on you before you realize it. It's a partly cloudy day. It's going to be a yo-yo day with those sunglasses off and on, but they better have them out there.
Here's Bobby Richardson, the second baseman. Pierce delivers. Curve. It's in there. 1 strike to Bobby. 1 hit and 9 trips in this series for Bobby for a 111 batting average. Little right-handed batter. Billy gets ready. Here's the 1-strike pitch. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. No score. We're in the bottom of the first inning. The Giants had 2 runners in the first, both on walks. Here's the 1-1 pitch. He swings and pops it out of play. This one coming back into the upper deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
This is a great ballpark for both Mickey Mantle and Mays as far as defensive abilities and putting them on display. Willie is very shallow in center field, and he likes the big ballpark where he can go into high gear and chase it down. He's way in close.
Pierce gets ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Bobby swings and hits a fly ball into right center field. Mays going over. McCovey is there, and McCovey makes a one-handed catch. Bobby Richardson out on a fly to Willie McCovey in right center field. That's 2 down, and the batter will be Tommy Tresh.
Willie Mays was all set to make that play, and Big McCovey just reached up like he's picking cherries. I wouldn't be surprised as big as he is to see Mays run right between his legs on one of those plays.
I think
they're afraid to let Willie take those fly balls, not sure of them.
Mays probably told him, said, look, I'll take everything I can get my hands on. And McCovey's going to say, nope, I'm out here to play, and that's what I'm going to do. He just reached up and grabbed it.
Here's Tom Tresh. Billy Pierce delivers a bouncing foul behind the plate, rolling off to the left. A one-strike count. Tommy's a switch batter. He'll be batting right-handed against Billy Pierce. He's had 3 hits and 8 trips in the series for a .375 batting average. We're in the bottom of the first inning. There's 2 outs with no one on. There's no score in the ball game. Right now, Ed Bailey has just moved out to the mound for a short conference with Billy Pierce.
Looks like he may have been crossed up a bit, George. That the curveball broke more than he thought. Like he may have been looking for a fastball or a slider, which wouldn't break as much as the curveball that Pierce threw, because Bailey hadn't shifted over as much as he wanted to.
Here's the one-strike pitch. He swings and bounces this one foul down the third baseline. Strike 2 to Tommy Tresh.
Pierce has a good slider, and the difference between the curveball and the slider looks like a fastball and just breaks a little bit down and in, whereas the curveball has more of a break on it. It's a bigger break, and therefore you really have to shift over, and Bailey kind of reached for the first pitch.
Billy into the windup. The 2-strike pitch is down low, very close. Tresh started to swing. He checked it in time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Billy has great control. He'll be pitching to the corners here this afternoon. Good line fastball, good curve, and he'll throw a few sliders. A 1-2 pitch. Fastball, line foul into the seats down the left field line. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Tony Kubek started this inning with a fly ball to left field. Bobby Richardson then flied to right field. Now Tommy Tresh, the batter, with 1 ball, 2 strikes. No score in the first inning. Billy Pierce into the windup. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball is too low. The count is even at 2-2. No hits on the scoreboard as yet. The Giants had 2 walks in the first inning. Both McCovey and Hiller walked on 3-2 pitches. Billy ready. The pitch to Tresh. He swings and misses. Tommy Tresh goes down swinging. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. And the score at the end of 1 full inning of play, the Giants nothing, the Yankees nothing.
Say, there's a new 63.
A 63 what?
A 63 Plymouth.
So that's a Plymouth. Only when you hear this car's name do you know it's a low-priced car. Plymouth 63. An exciting car with clean lines, a flat deck, a tough, tight car, and a tiger on the road. Plymouth on the move. A performing car. Engineered by Chrysler to be champ car in the Plymouth, Ford, and Chevy League. A car of such character and quality that just stepping into Plymouth gives you a feeling of pride. Plymouth on the move. A car with new tingle for the young in heart. New satisfaction for the wise in purse. Let your dealer show you Plymouth for 63. A product of Chrysler Corporation.
Where quality is engineered into every car.
Well, we move along into the top of the second inning. No score in the ball game. Ed Bailey, the catcher, will be the leadoff man for the Giants. He'll be followed by Jim Davenport and the shortstop, Jose Pagan. Bailey's a left-handed batter. He's been to the plate 4 times in the series. He has no hits. The Yankees move deep and around to the right for the big left-handed batter. Bobby Richardson once again on the edge of the outfield grass. Skowron only a step from the grass near the bag at first base. Bill Stafford looking in. Here's the pitch. Curveball. He bounces it foul. 1 strike. Bailey was the catcher in the first ball game of this series for the Giants. Tom Haller did the catching in the second game. A 1-strike count to the big fella. He's right down on the end of the bat. Stafford ready. The 1-strike pitch. Ball. It's in tight. 1-1 to Bailey. Bill won 14 ball games during the regular season. 9 times he was a loser. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a fly ball hit into center field. Mickey Mickey Mantle is moving in a couple of steps. He's there, and he makes the catch. Ed Bailey goes out on a fly to Mantle in center field. That's one away. That'll bring up the third baseman, Jim Davenport. Jimmy's a right-handed batter. He's had one hit in the series and 5 trips for a 200 batting average. We've seen some great infield play in this series. Davenport and Boyer at third base have turned in some sterling plays. Here's the pitch. Curveball. He got it over. 1 strike.
So far, that Stafford has had as good a curveball as I've seen him have this year, George. Usually he just rear back and pump that ball. Good break and stuff, but he's got a real good break on this one.
Here's the 1-strike pitch. Another curve. Line to left field over the head of Boyer. Into the corner. Here's Davenport around first on his way to second. The throw coming in is not in time. Jim Davenport, lined one. Just out of the reach of Boyer at third base into the corner in left field. And he has a double, the first hit of the ball game. So the Giants with a runner at second base, 1 out. And the batter will be Jose Pagan. And this little fella has 3 hits and 5 trips for a 600 batting average. He has 1 run batted in. Stafford delivers a fastball up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Boyer about even with the bag at third. This little fellow likes to bunt, and he's one of the fastest base runners on this ball club. Bill checks his runner. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Curveball. He got it in tight. Ball 2 and no strikes. The Giants threatened in the first inning. They have 2 walks. Failed to score as Cepeda grounded to the second baseman to end the inning. Now here in the second inning, after Bailey had flied to center, Davenport has just lined a double into left field. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Curveball. He pops it up right back behind the plate, almost into our radio booth. Ball 2 and strike 1.
Good indication of the caliber of pitching in this series. 2 balls and no strikes, a curveball strike. The pitcher who can control something besides a fastball when he's behind that hitter, 2-0, 3-1, 3-0. That's the good pitcher. And Stafford, 2-0 in the spot here, snapped over a curveball strike.
Bill taking the long look in on the 2-1 pitch. Checks his runner at second base. Here it is. Fastball down low. A ball 3 and a strike 1 count to Pagan. Jose stepping out of the box for a moment, checking with Whitey Lockman down at third base. Wants to see if the hit sign is on for this 3-1 pitch. And I would imagine it would be if it's to his liking. Stafford ready. Here it is. He swings and hits a bouncing ball to second. Richardson over to Skowron in time for the out. Davenport moves to third base. Jose Pagan going out second to first. So the Giants have a runner at third base, 2 down, and the batter will be Billy Pierce. There's Billy coming on, a left-handed batter. There's no score in this ball game. Giants have had 3 base runners. The Yankees have had none so far. Billy Pierce stepping in. Stafford into the windup. The pitch, curveball. It's too high. 1 ball, no strikes.
The Yankees certainly respect Pierce's hitting ability. Mickey Mantle is playing him in right center field. Tresh is shallow in left field. They give him a lot of room in left center. Usually they play straight away or to the opposite field.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. A fly ball hit into left center field. Tresh racing over. He's there. Makes the catch. Billy Pierce out on a fly ball into left center field. For the Giants in the second inning, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. 1 man left. And the score at the end of the first half, the second inning, the Giants nothing, the Yankees nothing.
There's my next car. You can afford that. That is a 63 Valiant. A 63 Valiant. It's Valiant for 63. All new outside. Fresh, clean, easy to look at. The best all-around compact anybody's come up with yet. All new inside, too, where nothing is very compact. Valiant thinks big. The way it seats you, the way it carries you. The roofline is thinner. You get larger door openings, a lot more headroom. And you get excellent performance. Everything this little giant offers you is Chrysler engineered. Valiant does everything well. It's the best all-around compact anybody's come up with yet. Valiant at your Plymouth Valiant dealers now. See the 1963 Valiant, a product of Chrysler Corporation.
Where quality is engineered into every car.
Let's pause 30 seconds here for station identification.
This is WGY 810 on your dial, Schenectady. Is your beverage only half satisfying? Then ask yourself this question.
Are you mixing with the best? Saratoga Vichy with the yellow label. It outsells all the rest. The genuine Vichy with the yellow label. Tastes better tonight. Feel better tomorrow. Saratoga with the yellow label.
Well, we move to the bottom of the second inning. Mickey Mantle will be the leadoff man for the Yankees. He'll be followed by Roger Maris and then Elston Howard. Willie Pierce into the windup, and here's the first pitch. Ball, it's too low. 1 ball and no strikes. Mickey has 1 hit in the series and 8 trips, a 125 batting average. Batting right-handed against the left-hander. The 1-0 pitch. Down low. Ball 2 and no strikes.
Once I asked him, George, if he ever batted right-handed against a right-handed pitcher or vice versa, just to see the curveball break away from him occasionally. He said only once, and that was against Hoyt Wilhelm, only to see the knuckleball, thinking he would have better luck from that side than his regular left-handed side.
There's a lot of right-handed batters that probably tell him it breaks the same way.
Say, that's a real advantage.
Here's the 2-0 pitch to Mickey. He swings and bounces it in the hole. The third baseman, Davenport, can't make the play. It got away from him. Davenport went into the hole to get the bouncing ball on the short hop. It got away from him, and Mantle is safe at first base. Have to wait for a ruling on that. Scored as an error against the third baseman. So Mantle at first base with no one out, and the batter will be Roger Maris. No home runs. He's had 2 runs batted in. So the Yankees have their first base runner, and the shift is on against Maris. Willie Pierce delivers outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Pagan, Hiller, and Cepeda are all on the right side of the infield. Davenport is wide of the bag at third, but he's playing in closer, Joe, than he did in San Francisco. Pierce gets set. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ball is down low. Ball 2 and no strikes.
Looks like Davenport may be trying to protect against that curveball to be hit off the end of the bat. If Maris should hit the squibber, we're liable to see the unusual play of third baseman to shortstop to first. Because Pagan is right near the bag at second base. Hiller has to protect that hole between first and second.
Billy gets ready. The 2-0 pitch. Ball, it's down low. A fastball over the plate, but too low. 3-0 to Roger Maris. Mickey Mantle at first base with no one out here in the second. There's no score in the ball game. Billy taking a little time right now. Comes to a set position. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Strike. He got the fastball right down the middle. Raj was taking all the way. Needless to say, in the outfield, the Giants are deep and far to the right. Willie McCovey is back on the warning track in deep right field. Pierce gets set. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Strike 2. Blazing fastball over the plate at the knees. 3-2 to Maris. We'll check Mickey Mantle at first base to see if he's moving on this pitch.
May have been running with Bailey catching. Maris taking a good look at Crossetti, and all he wants to know what's happening with Mantle. You certainly have to look for him to run.
Pierce gets a sign. Now he steps off, bluffing Mickey back to first. Mickey acted like he might have been moving on that pitch. Pierce wanted to have a look at him just to get an idea. Gets ready again. Here's the pitch. Here's a fly ball hit to right field. McCovey is there waiting for it on the warning track. Mantle is tagging up. He's headed towards second, but he's going to hold on. McCovey makes the throw into second base. Roger Maris out on a high fly ball to Willie McCovey in right field. That's one away, and the batter will be Elston Howard. scoreless ball game here in the bottom of the second inning. The Yankees have a runner at first base with one down. Howard's a right-handed batter. He's had 2 hits and 3 trips. Ellie did not play in the second game of the series. Pierce delivers. Here's a pop-up behind the plate. It may be out of play. It is. Bailey coming back. He has no chance to get it. A 1-strike count. Howard hurt his wrist sliding into home plate in the first game, and he was forced out of action for the second one. Everybody back on the infield, but Cepeda, who's holding against Mantle at first base. Billy Pierce looking in. Little left-hander gets set. Here's the 1-strike pitch. He swings and fouls it back. Strike 2 to Howard.
When Billy Pierce was in the American League, Howard had great success against him when he was talking about it before the ball game. He just wondered, George, is there really an advantage of having played against a fellow before? Seems to me that every time at bat is a new experience.
Well, I think so, Joe. You know how the curves are going to break. I always liked it a little better. Here's the pitch to Howard. He swings and hits a drive deep to left. Alou going back, way back. He's got it. A one-handed catch. Mickey Mantle is racing back to first base. Alou has just made a great play on Elston Howard as he raced all the way to the barrier in deep left field, leaped high in the air and speared it with a one-handed catch. The ball was labeled home run or extra bases all the way.
Looked like it was one of those sinkers that Howard got on top of. It was a 2-strike, no-ball count. Pierce tried to get it up and in, but did not get it in. Got it up all right, and Ellie really jumped on it. A tremendous play by Alou.
2 down, and the batter is Bill Skowron. Pierce delivers a swing and a miss. He got the fastball by him. 1 strike to Skowron. Bill has been to the plate twice, looking for his first hit in the series. Trouble on the first ball hit to him, a routine fly. Certainly had no trouble on this one as he made a great play.
They're having a problem getting Alou back. They want to move him back.
Pierce gets set. The pitch. A swing and a miss. He foul-tipped it, says Stan Landis, right into the mitt of Ed Bailey. A strike 2 count to Bill Skowron. There's no score in the ball game. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Giants have 1 hit, 1 error. Yankees, no hits, no errors. Mickey Mantle opened this inning. He was safe on an error. He's still at first with 2 outs. Maris fly deep to right. Howard deep to left. Here's the pitch to Skowron. He swings and misses. Ball around the knees, and Skowron strikes out. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 man left. And the score at the end of 2, the Yankees nothing, the Giants nothing.
Take a look at that, will you? Hey, a 63 Valiant. A Valiant? Pretty classy.
The 1963 Valiant. Best all-around compact anybody's come up with yet. It's a new Valiant, a roomier Valiant. The Valiant station wagon, for example, has more kid and cargo space than ever before. Plus these famous features. Torsionaire ride, unibody construction, the battery-saving alternator. And that's just 3 of 27 features your Plymouth Valiant dealer's waiting to show you in the new Valiant station wagon. Some compacts are good at economy, some performance, some luxury. But Valiant does everything well. It's the best compact anybody's come up with yet. The 1963 Valiant, a product of Chrysler Corporation.
Where quality is engineered into every car.
Well, Alou, the leadoff man for the Giants here in the 3rd inning, and he's getting a big round of applause as he steps in. Philippe's 0 for 1. He lined a Mantle in center field back in the 1st inning. A scoreless ball game as we move into the top of the 3rd inning. Bill Stafford against Billy Pierce here this afternoon. Here's the pitch to Alou. Fastball. He got it over. 1 strike. Tomorrow, right here, it'll be Whitey Ford for the Yankees and Juan Marichal pitching for the Giants. Here's the pitch. Curveball. He fouls it back. This one hit Elston Howard on the arm and rolls away. A strike 2 count. Alou, Hiller, and Mays will be the Giant batters here in the 3rd inning. The Giants have had 3 base runners in the ball game. 2 walks and a double. The Yankees have had 1 base runner. Mantle was safe on an error. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Curveball. He pops it up. It may be out of play. It is. Howard starting back, but he stopped. Still 2 strikes to Clete Boyer. The lights have been turned on here at Yankee Stadium. The sun is still shining. It's a cloudy, overcast day with the sun popping in and out. But the umpires have ordered the lights to be turned on starting the 3rd inning. Stafford into the windup, delivers a curve. He pops it up again over near the dugout. This one behind the dugout about 2 rows. Stafford hitting the corner with a good curveball, keeping Alou off stride. Stan Landis tossing a new baseball out to Stafford. He didn't like that one. He tossed it back, and he gets another one. We'll be at Yankee Stadium today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. And if further games are needed, we'll be back in San Francisco on Thursday and Friday if necessary. There's another foul ball that'll be out of play. This one's going to land in the upper deck behind first base. A 2-strike count to Clete Boyer. Right down on the end of the bat, waiting on Stafford. Here's the pitch. Curveball. He hits it hard to 3rd. Boyer has it to throw to 1st. He's out. Alou goes out. Boyer to Bill Skowron. That's 1 away, and the batter will be Chuck Hiller. Chuck drew a walk his first time at bat. Left-handed hitting second baseman's had 2 hits in this series in 7 trips. Double by Hiller that picked up the first run against Ralph Terry in the 2nd game. Hiller doubled, moved to 3rd on a sacrifice, and scored on a ground ball. Takes a fastball outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Boyer's in close at 3rd. Everybody else back on the infield. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. He swings and fouls it off down the left field line. This one going into the upper deck. 1-1 to Chuck Hiller. Wes Westrom is coaching at first base for the Giants, and Whitey Lockman coaching at 3rd base. A capacity turnout here in Yankee Stadium. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball. He swings and misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another good curve, Joe, and he's getting them over.
And he's starting to let up a little bit on his curveball, which is the same as having another pitch. He's throwing a good quick breaker, dive bomber type, and then he's letting up. He let up on his curveball, and Hiller was way out in front. Even if he'd have hit that ball, he wouldn't have driven it anywhere.
Chuck chokes the bat a little more with 2 strikes on him, just to protect the plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball. He bounces it foul down the first baseline. Same curve that he swung and missed on the pitch before. Chuck got out in front and pulled this one foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stafford is very effective when he's able to get the curveball over. When he can't get it over, he's in a bit of trouble. Today, he's been getting it over.
He's usually in the clubhouse early.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Change of pace down low. This one a little bit too low, and Stafford thought he had him. A ball 2 and a strike 2 count. Bill looking in to Elston Howard to get the sign. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ball. It's up high. He checked his swing. 3-2 to Hiller.
This Alou and Hiller both have really made Stafford work. They've made him use a lot of pitches, which could be a telling factor late in this ball game.
Chuck standing in, waiting on Stafford. Bill into the windup. The 3-2 pitch. He swings and fouls it off down the left field line. Boyer is chasing it, but he has no chance to get it. Still 3-2.
Alou used up 7 pitches. This is the 6th one for Hiller. How many times you see a fellow go out there and make 3 pitches and get out of it and go back into the dugout, but Stafford is up there with the 3-2 count on Hiller now after really having to work against L.U.
Well, he has a cool, cloudy afternoon. The sun is in behind the clouds right now, so the heat should not be a problem to him. But he has thrown a lot of pitches here in the first 3 innings. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. He got the fastball over. And Hiller is called out on strikes. That's 2 down, and the batter will be Willie Mays. Willie popped to the shortstop his first time at bat, checked his swing on a curveball, and popped it up. There's no score. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. 2 outs, no one on. Willie Mays, a strong right-handed batter. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in tight. 1 ball, no strikes. Stafford looking to his 3rd baseman, Boyer, to see if he's playing about where he wants him. Here's the pitch. A ground ball hit to the shortstop. He's going to have to hurry. The long throw. He is out. Kubek firing one over to Bill Skowron in time to get Willie Mays. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. And the score at the end of the first half, the 3rd inning. The Giants nothing, the Yankees nothing.
Hey, see that new Valiant?
Nice.
Yeah, looks like a real winner. 1963 Valiant. Best all-around compact anybody's come up with yet. Some compacts have economy, some performance, but only the new 63 Valiant does everything well. Valiant features small details, such as floor mats of reinforced rubber for protection against spike heels. And Valiant features big details, the battery-saving alternator, torsionaire ride, large door openings, and spacious headroom. You'll want to take a good look at Valiant this year. It's the best all-around compact anybody's come up with yet. At your Plymouth Valiant dealers, the 1963 Valiant, a product of Chrysler Corporation.
Where quality is engineered into every car.
Now we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. No score in the ball game. Clete Boyer will lead off for the Yankees. He'll be followed by Stafford and then Tony Kubek. The Yankees have had but 1 base runner against Billy Pierce. That was Mickey Mantle, safe on an error, leading off in the 2nd inning. Mantle remained at first base as Billy retired the next 3 batters. Boyer's had 2 hits and 6 trips for a .333 batting average. He swings and pops it up into center field. He's moving in. He moves back a couple of steps and he makes the catch. Clete Boyer swinging on the first pitch, flies to center. It's 1 away, and the batter will be Bill Stafford. There's Bill coming on. Nice round of applause as he steps in. Bill has given up with 1 hit. There's a double to Davenport down the left field line.
Stafford can swing that bat. Remember one ball game we had where Ralph Honk even put a hit-and-run play on.
Here's the first pitch. He swings and fouls it back. Pierce coming in with a curveball around the knees. A 1-strike count. 1 out with no one on. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. There's no score in the ball game. Billy Pierce gets ready. Here's the 1-strike pitch. He butts. It is foul down the 3rd baseline. Stafford catching the 3rd baseman Davenport, playing back a couple of steps. Bunts it foul. So Billy Pierce is out in front with a strike 2 count. Well, tomorrow the Yankees will come back with their great left-hander, Whitey Ford, and Alvin Dark will send Juan Marichal, his big right-hander, to the mound. Pierce gets ready. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Curveball. He lines it to center. Here's Mays coming in. He's got it. Bill Stafford put one on a line right straight to Willie Mays in center field.
George talking about Whitey Ford. Some fan with a great sense of humor sent him a telegram, and the message was, why don't you pitch every day and just signed it Willie?
Tony Kubek, the batter. Tony sent a fly ball to left field his first time at bat. Pierce delivers a slow curve. It's inside. 1 ball, no strikes. A scoreless ball game in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 outs with no one on. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike. Fastball coming in around the knees. 1-1 to Kubek. Billy Pierce working quickly, delivers. There's a fly ball down the left field line. Alou going over near the fence. This is against the fence. He can't get it. Here's Kubek on his way to second. He'll go in with a double. Alou went over. He seemed to be there. Then he shied away from the fence. The ball hit the corner of the fence and bounded back by him.
Hey, it's been one of those Halloween afternoons for Alou so far. He's made a tremendous play in this ball game, but here was a case where you could see him flip the glasses, look for the fence, look for the ball. The sun has been in, it's been out. Right now it's out, the lights are on, and it's been a little bit of a job playing left field.
We've seen some great left fielders, Joe, have trouble here in Yankee Stadium. It's always been a problem.
I tell you, I've seen some left fielders play left field in Yankee Stadium. When the game's over, they wish they'd gone to air conditioning school.
Bobby Richardson, the batter. A runner at second with 2 down in the 3rd inning. No score in the ball game. The Yankees with their first threat against Billy Pierce. Bobby sent a fly ball to right field his first time at bat. Here's the first pitch. Ball, it's too low.
George, I just kept my eyes on Felipe Alou in left field, and before Pierce made the pitch, he had the glasses down and up 4 different times and looking up.
He may move back to right field next inning and turn it over to whoever wants it. Billy gets set. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Here's a line drive straight to the first baseman. Bobby Richardson lined the ball hard right straight to Cepeda at first base. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. 1 man left, and the score at the end of 3. The Giants nothing, the Yankees nothing.
Have you heard about the automobile industry's first 5-year or 50,000-mile warranty?
5 years? 50,000 miles?
That's right. It's the warranty now offered on 1963 Chrysler Corporation cars.
What does it cover?
It covers the powertrain of your car, the expensive parts to repair or replace.
Sounds terrific.
It's the most significant warranty ever offered on an automobile. Your dealer will be glad to explain his new warranty, another first from Chrysler Corporation. Stay tuned for details later in this game.
At the end of 3, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error for the Giants. No runs on 1 hit and no errors for the Yankees. The Giants have had a base runner to third base, and the Yankees have had one down to second. Willie McCovey will be the leadoff man for San Francisco here in the 4th inning. He'll be followed by Cepeda and then Ed Bailey. Willie taking a little time just now coming out of the dugout on his way up to home plate. Willie walked his first time at bat.
George, he's swinging that big lift bat and his regular bat. I just wonder how he knows the difference between the 2 of them. Well, he's got some weapon up there. It's a 35-inch, 35-ounce, big thick-handle bat, and he really whips it.
And he has a very inviting target out in right field. 296 down the line, only 344 right behind where Roger Maris is playing. Here's Stafford's first pitch. A fastball at the knees, 1 strike. McCovey has had 1 hit in 4 trips in this series. That was a tremendous home run out at Candlestick Park. Stafford into the windup. Delivers another fastball. It's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
They don't overshift on McCovey, but it's as close as you can get without overshifting. Kubek is 2 steps from the bag. Richardson way back at second base, and Scarron guards that line.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball. It's in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kubek is almost behind the pitcher. Now, we used to shift against Williams, Joe, and I remember one day Johnny LaPon got right behind the pitcher and Trout was pitching. He says, they don't need playing behind me. He says, I'll take everything he hit through here. And LaPon says, I'm not sure you will if he hits it hard. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball, it's in there. McCovey is called out on strike. Bill Stafford plays the fastball right down the middle, and Willie was caught looking. It's 1 away, and the batter will be Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda's 0 for 1. He bounced to Bobby Richardson his first time at bat. Orlando, a strong right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Ball, it's too low. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the top of the 4th inning. 1 out with no one on. There's no score in the ball game. Stafford against Billy Pierce here today. The 1-0 pitch. He swings and fouls it off. This one coming back in the upper deck. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cepeda, batting in the 1st inning with 2 on, drove one deep into the stands in left field that just curved foul at the last moment. Then Stafford got him to hit a bouncing ball to second base. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball, he bounces it to third. Boyer has it back of the bag. The long throw is up high and he's safe. Boyer had a long throw to make to Scour, and he pulled him off the bag. And Cepeda is safe at first base. It'll be an error charged against Boyer. Well, the Giants have a runner at first base with 1 out. And the batter will be the catcher, Ed Bailey. Ed's on a fly ball to Mantle in center field. His first time at bat. Ed's a left-handed batter. Stafford checks his runner. Here's the pitch. Curveball. It's too high. 1 ball and no strikes. Willie McCovey started this inning. He was called out on strikes. Cepeda has just bounced to Boyer, and he was safe when Boyer's throw was up high. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Bailey. He swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Yankees have pulled far to the right for Bailey. They're playing him as a pull hitter all the way. Stafford taking a little time as he looks in. Checks his runner. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ball outside, a slow curve just off the corner. Ball 2 and strike 1. Each team with 1 hit. Quebec has a double to left field for the Yankees, and Davenport a double to left for the Giants. Each team has made 1 error. Davenport for the Giants and Boyer for the Yankees. Ed Bailey standing in with a ball 2 and a strike 1 count. Stafford gets set. Here's a quick throw to first. Cepeda back in time. No score. We're in the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. He swings and hits a slow ground ball to Quebec. He flips it over to Richardson. 1 out. Back to first. He's safe. The ball was not hit hard. Right off the end of the bat, Quebec flipped it over to Richardson for the force out on Cepeda. And the relay back to Scour, not in time to get Bailey. So it's safe on the fielder's choice with 2 down. The batter will be Jim Davenport.
That's Cepeda, a big guy, but he can run, and he got in on top of Bobby Richardson, and Bobby had to take that extra step towards third base to get out of the way in order to get the throw off the first base.
Here's the pitch to Davenport. Strike, a fastball coming in at the knees. Jimmy lined a double into the corner in left field his first time at bat. Stafford ready. The pitch. Curveball. He hits it into the air into shallow left field. Tommy Tresh is coming in. He's got it. The side's retired. Jim Davenport flying to Tresh in left field. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 man left, and the score at the end of the first half, the 4th inning. The Giants nothing, the Yankees nothing.
Here are the details on the new 5-year or 50,000-mile warranty on 1963 Chrysler Corporation cars. Your authorized Chrysler Motors Corporation dealer's warranty against defects in material and workmanship covers the powertrain. This means that Chrysler will replace or repair for 5 years or 50,000 miles, whichever comes first, all these important parts. The engine block, head, and internal parts. The transmission case and internal parts, excluding the manual clutch. The torque converter, the drive shaft, the universal joints, excluding dust covers, the rear axle and differential, and rear wheel bearings, provided the car has been serviced at reasonable intervals according to Chrysler's certified car care schedules. Factory-approved remanufactured parts may be used for replacement. As you know, these are the expensive parts to repair or replace, and the warranty has a certificate for change of ownership. See your authorized Chrysler Corporation dealer and ask about his new 5-year or 50,000-mile warranty. Another first from Chrysler Corporation.
Well, the bottom of the fourth inning, Tom Tresh will lead off for the Yankees. He'll be followed by Mickey Mantle and then Roger Maris. It's a scoreless ball game as we go into the bottom of the fourth inning, each team with one hit. Tresh was a strikeout victim his first time at bat. That was back in the first inning.
He can bunt that ball, George.
A good bunter, Joe, you're right. The pitch is down low. 1 ball, no strikes. Foul tip, says Landis. He checked his swing on a low pitch, and Landis said he foul tipped it, so it'll be 1 strike. Pierce into the windup. The pitch. He swings and pops it foul. This will be out of play back in the upper deck. 2 strikes to Tresh. Tommy's been to the plate 9 times. He's had 3 hits. A capacity turnout here at Yankee Stadium in New York. Billy Pierce gets ready. Here's the 2-strike count. A high fly ball hit the center field. Willie Mays is coming in. Waiting on it. He's got it. There's 1 away. Tommy Tresh flying to Mays in center field. Joe, if they didn't have the World Series here at Yankee Stadium, some of these people wouldn't know where to go during World Series time.
Isn't that right?
Mickey Mantle, the batter. He was safe on an error his first time at bat.
Kidding Whitey Ford about the turnout in San Francisco, the way the crowd went wild. He said it was pretty much the same way in New York. We had about 18, 20 people out there. He said mostly the family, the wives. Every October it's scheduled here.
Pierce gets ready. The pitch to Mantle. He swings. There's a line drive to left. Alou going back. He's there, and he makes the catch. Mickey Mantle hit one hard straight to Alou in left field. Philippe moving back a couple of steps made the catch. Well, there's 2 outs. The batter is Maris.
George, they haven't been able to get under Billy Pierce. The line drives that have been hit hard, they seem to hit over the ball. That ball that Howard hit, the ball that Mantle hit, even though it carries as far as it does, is sinking. They haven't been able to really get under it and give it that lift.
Maris sent a fly ball to McCovey his first time at bat. Rogers had 2 hits in the series and 8 trips. 2 outs with no one on here in the 4th inning. A scoreless ball game. Billy Pierce delivers a curve around the knees. 1 strike to Maris. Both pitchers have thrown a lot of curveballs here this afternoon. Billy taking a little time as he looks in. Here's the pitch. Another curve. It's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Giants are shifting against Maris once again. 3 infielders on the right side of the infield. Here's the 1-1 pitch. He swings and misses. Got the fastball by him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Roger hit a towering fly ball to right field his first time at bat. Willie McCovey moving right back to the fence to make the catch. Here's the 1-2 pitch. A foul ball back in the press box. Still 1-2. Score. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Another pitcher's duel. We've had some fine pitching in this World Series. Pierce ready. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball. He bounces it down the first baseline. Cepeda picks it up. The race to the bag. He's out. Roger Maris bounces to the first baseman, Orlando Cepeda. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. And the score at the end of 4. The Giants nothing and the Yankees nothing.
Here are more details on the new warranty described earlier in this game. The new 5-year or 50,000-mile warranty on 1963 Chrysler Corporation cars. This is the most important warranty ever offered on an automobile. It covers the powertrain, the workhorse of your car, the expensive parts to repair or replace. And the warranty is transferable if you sell the car. See your dealer for full details on the industry's first 5-year or 50,000-mile warranty from Chrysler Corporation.
Let's Let's pause 30 seconds here for station identification.
WGY Schenectady. You know, it takes a special something extra to be a Major League Baseball player or anything else that rates as the very best. Take Saratoga Vichy, for instance. Saratoga's naturally good, naturally lively, spring fresh flavor adds that extra snap and extra sparkle to every drink. In fact, Saratoga Vichy has such extra tantalizing flavor, it's delicious all by itself. Next time you get that great big thirst, enjoy the extra satisfaction you get only from Saratoga Vichy with the yellow label.
Well, we go into the top of the fifth inning. There's no score in the ball game. Jose Pagan will lead off for the Giants. He'll be followed by Billy Pierce and then Philippe Ballou.
George, when a guy comes up like this will make that third baseman get up on his toes, huh?
Joe, you don't have to remind me. I've played in close for a lot of these guys, but they don't all bunt. Once in a while, they swing away at you.
Pagan bounced to second base his first time at bat. Takes a pitch inside. 1 ball, no strikes. This little fellow beat out a bunt on Whitey Ford that drove in the first giant run in the series. That was in the first ball game. Stafford ready. There's the 1-0 pitch. He swings and pops it up behind the plate. Here's Howard coming back. He might have the room on it. He does. He makes the catch. Jose Pagan fouls to the catcher, Elston Howard.
I used to always like the look on the infielder's face. You'd be catching in a Pagan. Somebody come up, you know it's going to be funny, so you say, come on in, be alive for the fun. They'd move in about 4 steps, then they'd slash one by. And you guys would get so mad, and all we were trying to do was remind you, just come on in. We just don't want you to lay back.
Joe, I'm just glad I don't have to go through that anymore.
Here's Billy Pierce. Sent a fly ball to left field his first time at bat. Billy, a left-handed batter. Stafford delivers a curve. It's in there. 1 strike. You know, the worst part about it, you call for those slow curves when you call the third baseman in instead of a good live fastball. Stafford delivers another curve. It's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Billy Pierce, the batter, with 1 out and no one on in the 5th inning. No score in the ball game. Stafford into the windup. The pitch. He swings and fouls it off. This one's going into the upper deck behind third base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Billy's not a bad hitter. And as Joe told you a few moments ago, the Yankees showing a lot of respect for his hitting ability as Mantle plays him to pull just a little bit. Of course, one reason they're probably going to pitch him a lot of curveball, and they figure he'll pull that more than he will the fastball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Down low, he checked his swing in time. Landis looking down to first base to Jim Honachek to see if Billy had gone through with the swing, and Honachek giving no sign. So it's a ball 2 and a strike 2 count. Boyer continues to play in close at third, even with 2 strikes on Pierce. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. He got the fastball over, and Billy Pierce is called out on strikes. That's 3 strikeouts for Stafford.
Oddly enough, too, George, all of them called third strike, so Elston Howard doing quite a job back there mixing up the pitches. In fact, both pitches, when you talk about them to their catchers, they'll say they won't give you the same pitch twice. In and out, up and down, take a little on, put a little off.
Here's the pitch to Alou. He swings and fouls it back. This one's going to be out of play. It's coming back into the lower deck. 1 strike to Philippe Alou. Alou lined to center field his first time at bat. In the 3rd inning, he bounced to the third baseman, Boyer. Here's the pitch. High fly ball hit the right field. Roger Maris moving in. Camps under it. He's waiting. Makes the catch on the sides, retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. And the score at the end of the first half of the 5th inning, the Giants nothing, the Yankees nothing. Well, the first half of today's game was brought to you by the Chrysler Corporation. The second half of this game is being brought to you by the Gillette Safety Razor Company. Well, Big Don Larson pitched in the first game of this series, and he'll be in there again. The last time that Don pitched here in Yankee Stadium in a series was in 1956, and he was a hero. He pitched the only perfect game in series history. Not a man reached reach base. The other day, he was thinking about something else. Let's listen.
There is nothing like a refreshing Gillette shave to pick you up. And when you use these great super blue blades, it's so easy you just can't believe it.
Well, Don is one of the many, many millions of enthusiastic Super Blue users the world over who are enjoying this never-before shaving comfort. How about you? Have you tried them yet? If not, take advantage of the current Gillette World Series special and save yourself 34 cents. Now, in it, you get double-edged Super Blue blades for the clean, quick shaves of your life. The new streamlined, slim, adjustable razor is longer, lighter, with a compact head for tricky, hard-to-reach shaving areas. Plus, a 79-cent can of Gillette Foamy, cream of all the instant lathers. This is a $2.29 value, but right now you can get them all, razor, blades, and lather, for only $1.95. Ask for the Gillette World Series special. Howard to lead off for the Yankees in the fifth inning. Ellie lined deep to left field his first time at bat. Lou made a great play on him. Pierce delivers. Ball. It's down low. 1 ball or no strikes. Right-handed batter against a left-handed pitcher. A scoreless ball game here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Only 2 hits today, 1 by each team. Kubek has a double for the Yankees. Jim Davenport, a double for the Giants. Howard waiting on Pierce. There's the 1-0 pitch. A swing and a ground ball into left field, right down the line. It may be extra bases. Here's Howard on his way to second. The throw coming in, not in time. Into the corner in left field, and the Yankees have a runner at second base with no one out. The batter will be Bill Skowron. The Moose struck out his first time at bat. This is the first real threat against Billy Pierce. The Yankees earlier had a runner at second base with 2 outs. Taking a little time as he looks in. Here's the pitch. Ball in tight. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, Don jockeying in behind Howard, trying to cut down his lead a bit. Skowron can hit all over. There's really no way to play Moose. He sprays that ball all over the ballpark. You're going to just have to play deep and fan him out.
Billy gets set again. There's the 1-0 pitch. Strike. He got the fastball over the inside corner. Joe Billy will be trying to pitch him in tight, trying to make him pull the ball, as he doesn't want him to hit it on the ground to the right side and move Howard over to third base with 1 out. Of course, Moose, as you said, hits all over. He hits that inside pitch to right field. 1 ball, 1 strike. Billy checks his runner. Here's the pitch. He swings and lands it into the glove of Davenport. It's going to be a double play. It was going into the corner for extra bases. A great play by Davenport. There's 2 outs, and the batter will be Clete Boyer. Clete fly to center field his first time. Slow curve. Here's a fly to center. Willie going back, still going back, way back in center. He's got it. Boyer flying deep to center field. Now for the Yankees, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. And the score at the end of 5, the Yankees nothing, the Giants nothing. Well, right now you can bet manager Ralph Houck is pondering several weighty decisions. And if he makes them the way he's been doing it all season, chances are they'll be right. One thing he can always be sure of is the right way to shave. With him, it's Gillette Super Blue Blades in the adjustable razor. The newest adjustable is the Slim. Now it's lighter for easier handling, longer for better balance. And it comes with a dispenser of Super Blue Blades and a 79-cent can of Foamy, Gillette's own instant lather, as this year's World Series special. It's a $2.29 value, and it's yours right now for only $1.95.
The new Gillette Slim razor, with its compact design, gets right into those hard-to-reach spots under the nose and chin. And the Slim is adjustable. The precision dial provides 9 different settings, and one is just right for your skin and beard. Get the Slim adjustable now with super blue blades and foamy. A $2.29 value for only $1.95. You save 34 cents. Joe, that was quite a play by Mr. Davenport.
Yes, sir, and I tell you, he's been making plays like that all year for these Giants. They nickname him the fastest glove in the West is what they hang on him. I tell you, it was interesting to watch the battle between Pierce and Skowron, trying to keep Skowron from hitting the ball to the right side where the ground ball would move Howard over to third base. Pierce was moving it in and out, and he jammed him twice, and then got a ball to the outside part of the plate, and to show you the power that a Skowron has, he actually broke his bat on the line drive that he hit at Davenport as he went out to get the breaking ball and pulled it. Davenport, with those quick hands, made the play. And so far, the defensive plays, George, have been all on the side of the Giants. They've come up with some beauties. One by Davenport and one by Al Lew in the second inning off Elston Howard.
Well, here's Chuck Heller to lead off for the Giants in the 6th inning, followed by Mays and then Willie McCovey. A scoreless ball game here in the top of the 6th. Stafford delivers up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Heller, a left-handed batter. He walked in the 1st inning, struck out in the 3rd. Here's the 1-0 pitch. He swings and sends a fly ball to right field. Maris is drifting back near the bullpen. He's there, makes the catch. 1 step from the fence.
The wind is a big factor. The flags are blowing towards the right field corner, and you can see that Hiller was not known as a home run hitter. Got plenty of wood on the ball, and back Maris right up against that wall.
Well, there's 1 away, and here's Willie Mays. Willie has popped to the shortstop and grounded to the shortstop in 2 trips. Bill Stafford looking at it. Here's the pitch to Mays. He swings and fouls it off, so he out of play. 1 strike. Joe, did you hear the roar that went up here in the stadium when Skowron lined into the double play? It gives you an idea of how many Giant fans are in this ballpark.
All over town you could hear them, and it's a tribute not only, there's only, well, a couple ball players that you can say that about. Everybody kept talking about Willie's coming back, and everybody seemed to know who they were talking about. It's just like when they say the man, you know, you're talking about a Musial. When they talk about Willie's coming back, these Giant fans, they're talking about only one guy.
Here's the 1 strike pitch, a curveball that's in there. Strike 2 to Mays. Willie stepped back. The curve broke over the plate. A strike 2 count.
Think he was guessing a little bit, George?
He might have been on that one, Joe. But if he ever guesses right, you got a new ball game. Here's the pitch. A curve outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Very few ball players will say they guess. They all look for pitches. When you ask them to define what's the difference between looking for a pitch and guessing, it really gets down to a fine line. Henry Aaron's got the best answer. Henry says, if you ask him if he guesses, he said, no, he looks. He said, well, what do you look for? He said, well, I look for the pitcher to throw it.
Stafford ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball. He's fallen out on strike. Willie Mays taking a curve over the outside corner was called out on strikes. He didn't like the call on that one. He whirled back to Landis. Elston Howard thought it was 3 outs. He had gone back toward the dugout. Landis had to remind him there's only 2 down, and the batter will be Willie McCovey. McCovey walked in the 1st inning, was called out on strikes in the 4th. It's 4 strikeouts for Stafford, and they've all been called strikes. Big left-handed batter standing in against Stafford. The pitch, ball down low. 1 ball, no strikes. No score. We're in the 6th inning. Stafford against Bill Pierce here this afternoon. Here's the pitch. High pop fly behind shortstop. Kubek is going out. Tresh coming in. This one's hit a mile high. He's got it. Tommy Tresh making the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. And the score at the end of the first half, the 6th inning. The Giants nothing and the Yankees nothing. Well, come to the
free-for-all. Yes, come to the Big Fall Paper-Made free-for-all now at stores everywhere. You buy the famous Paper-Made piggyback pen for $1.69, and you get an extra piggyback refill free. Or you buy the handsome Paper-Made Capri pen for $1.95, and you get an extra jumbo refill free. Paper-Made is the dependable pen that never skips. It even writes over butter. And every Paper-Made is unconditionally guaranteed. If it doesn't write, we'll replace it. So get your new Paper-Made pen now while this free refill offer lasts. Come to the Big Fall Paper-Made free-for-all. You buy a Paper-Made piggyback pen, you get an extra piggyback refill free. And you buy a Paper-Made Capri pen, and you get an extra jumbo refill free. So come to the Big Fall Paper-Made free-for-all now, wherever Paper-Made pens are sold. Sixth inning, a scoreless ball game here at Yankee Stadium. The Yankees have had 2 hits in this game. The Giants have had 1. A big round of applause for Bill Stafford as he comes on to lead off for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Stafford, Kubek, and Bobby Richardson. Tremendous pitching we've had throughout this entire series. Whitey Ford, the winner in the first game. Jack Sanford, the winner in the second game, and today it's Bill Pierce and Bill Stafford.
Pierce is warning Davenport to be alive for a punt with the Stafford up there.
Ready to go in the first pitch. He swings and misses on a low fastball. 1 strike. Bill hit the ball hard his first time at bat. He lined it straight to Mays in center field. Billy Pierce looking in. Here's the pitch. Down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Yankees threatened in the 5th. Howard led off with a double, but Skowron lined into a vicious double play. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. He tried to check his swing, but he'd gone too far. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Skowron's hard line drive was taken by Davenport on a leap at third base, and he fired it down to Hiller in time to double off Howard. Boyer then flied very deep into center field. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Stafford. Pierce gets ready. The pitch. He struck him out. Threw the fastball by him, and Stafford goes down swinging. It's 1 away, and the batter will be Kubek. The Giants have no runs on 1 hit in this game, 1 error. The Yankees have no runs on 2 hits, and they've made 1 error. Billy goes into the windup. He swings and pops it up on the infield. Pagan is near second base waiting on it. He's got it. There's 2 outs. Tony Kubek pops to the shortstop. That'll bring up Bobby Richardson, the second baseman. Bobby flied to right field in the first inning. In the third inning, he lined to the first baseman with a runner at second. Bobby had a single his first time at bat in this World Series, and that's been his only hit so far. Here's the pitch. He swings and hits a hard grounder to short. Pagan has it. Here's the throw to first. He's out. Richardson goes out. Pagan to Cepeda. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. And the score at the end of 6. The Giants nothing and the Yankees nothing. Well, did you know that Gillette Super Blue blades are made by an exclusive process that engineers call a scientific breakthrough? Super Blue edges are mirror finished. So keen, so smooth, they glide through the toughest beards like nothing. A dispenser is included with a new streamlined Gillette Slim Adjustable Razor. And right now, as a Gillette World Series special, you get both razor and blades with a 79-cent can of foamy instant lather. Now, it's a $2.29 value, and it's yours right now for only $1.95. You save 34 cents.
3-hit shutout by Stanford for the 2-0 win. And here is Billy Pierce having shut out these Yankees 6 innings. So 15 straight scoreless innings, and that seems like just a bit on the unusual.
A little bit, Joe. There's Cepeda to lead off for the Giants in the 7th inning. The first pitch, he checked his swing. Nope, says Landis. He went through with it. 1 strike to Cepeda. He'll be followed by Bailey and then Davenport. Orlando bounced to second in the first inning. He was safe on an error in the 4th inning. Stafford delivers a changeup. He lines it down the left field line. It's curving foul back into the crowd. A strike 2 count. The Giants had 2 runners on in the first inning, failed to score. Had a runner at third base with 2 outs in the second and failed to score. Yankees have not had a runner past second base. Here's the pitch. Curveball. He pops it up right out in front of the plate. Who's going to make the play? Howard is there. The pitcher's calling, and Howard makes the catch. Boy, Stafford was off the mound, Joe. He was ready to make a play on it.
He was howling, I'll take it, but looked like Boyer may have said something. You certainly don't want your pitcher to make the play unless it's absolutely necessary, and usually it's the pitcher who turns to be the cheerleader and kind of guards the play and calls for the proper man. But Elston Howard took charge in the pop fly, and they made the play.
Ed Bailey, the batter. Ed's 0 for 2 in this game. Stafford delivers a curve. It's outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Paul Richards used to say, Joe, when I played for him, I don't want any balls dropping out there without anybody touching them. I don't care if 3 infielders run together and 2 get knocked out and 2 spike, but I don't want anybody shying away from letting them fall. You should have seen the rush for fly balls on that infield. Especially an old man like me playing with those kids. They come charging in there like there's no tomorrow. A 1-strike count, a 1-ball count to Ed Bailey. Left-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2 and no strikes. We're in the top of the 7th inning. There's 1 out with no one on. There's no score in the ball game.
As you well know, Judge, you hear a lot of wild things on those pop flies. I used to like Strickland. Whenever the pop flies go up, you hear the other infielder, "Oh, I got it. Strickland would always get alongside and say, "Now that you got it, let me see you catch it."
Somebody said, why don't you say, I'll try it. I'll try this one. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Down low. 3-0 to Bailey. But the fastball too low.
Did you notice in the latter part of your career the influx of the proper English of I have it?
Right. Ed Bailey standing in with a ball 3 and a no-strike count. Stafford ready. Here's the pitch. He swings on the 3-0 pitch and pops it up down the third baseline. Boyer is calling for this one. Makes the catch and there's 2 outs. Well, Al Dark gambling a little bit there. Had Bailey swinging away on the 3-0 pitch and he popped it up. That's 2 down and the batter will be Jim Davenport. Jimmy's had a double in 2 trips today. 2 outs with no one on. We're in the 7th inning. No score in the game. Here's a swing and a miss on a fastball. 1 strike. Stafford ready. The pitch. Strike 2. He cut the outside corner. 2 strikes to Davenport. Bill Stafford and Billy Pierce matching pitch for pitch here this afternoon in the 3rd game of this 1962 World Series. Stafford checking the sign with Elston Howard. Here's the pitch. Curveball. He struck him out. Davenport swinging at a bad curveball goes down swinging. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. And the score at the end of the first half of the 7th inning, the Giants nothing and the Yankees nothing. Well, Willie Mays has made some great plays in his career, and Willie makes everything look so easy. No wonder he goes for the Gillette way of shaving. Easy does it with a Gillette razor, especially the new Gillette Slim, an improved, streamlined version of the famous Gillette Adjustable. It has Gillette's exclusive precision dial with 9 different blade settings, and one is exactly right for you. This new Slim is lighter, longer, and it's trimmer for those hard-to-reach shaving areas. Try it with easy shaving Gillette Super Blue blades. It's made by a process that's Gillette's alone. Super Blue edges are so keen and smooth, you might think there was no blade in the razor at all. Right now, you get both razor and blades on the Gillette World Series Special, along with a 79-cent can of Gillette Foamy Instant Lather at a 34-cent saving. It's a $2.29 value, and it's yours for only $1.95. Well, as we go into the bottom of the the 7th inning. The Giants have no runs on 1 hit. They've made 1 error. And the Yankees have no runs on 2 hits, and they've made 1 error.
George, I had my eye on the Giants dugout, and as the inning starts here, Larry Jansen, the pitching coach, is motioned to the bullpen to get somebody up. The charade that he played looked like he motioned for Don Larson to get up. The reason I bring it up is that Billy Pierce may have said something like, "Watch me closely, I may be kind," but at any rate, the Giants have action in the bullpen.
Here's Tommy Tresh to lead off for the Yankees in the bottom of the 7th. He swings and lines it into center field. Mays can't get it. He'll play it on the first hop. Tommy Tresh, rifle run up the middle into center. Willie Mays came racing in. Then he pulled up short and played it on the first hop. Hit number 3 for the Yankees. A runner at first base with no one out. And the batter will be Mickey Mantle, and that calls for a conference out at the mound. Ed Bailey moving out to say something to Pierce.
One of the big things I'm sure they're talking about is who will be covering second base in the event that the ball is hit back to Billy Pierce. You kind of doubt that Mantle would be punting in this situation. Bailey may be checking with Pierce to see how he's feeling. A lot of times a pitcher will say that when he comes in, that his arm may be tightening or watch me. And then, of course, it's up to the catcher to help his manager by signaling to the bench that maybe he has lost it.
Joe, this big fella probably won't be sacrificing it all, but he can bunt, and he runs well, so you can't play deep at third base. You got to be alive for the bunt for a base hit. So Davenport has a tough decision to make here, and he'll be playing in about halfway against Mantle, which gives Mickey a better chance to slam one by him, and nobody hits the ball any harder down that third baseline than Mantle. Mickey steps out just as Billy Pierce gets ready. Landis calling time till Mickey gets back in. Now we're ready. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. Pierce trying to keep the fastball away from him. 1 ball and no strikes.
He gave no indication he would be punting. If anything, George looked like he might have given a couple turns on the bat handle and ran some sawdust out of there.
He's got his eye on those left field seats, Joe. Pierce checks his runner at first base. Here's the pitch. Down low. A ball 2 and a no strike count. Billy Pierce thought that one was in there. He delivered the fastball over the plate, but too low, says Stan Landis. So it's a ball 2 and a no strike count. Pierce gets ready again. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Mickey swings at the fly ball down the right field line. It's curving foul. This will be out of play. Ball 2 and strike 1.
He's got a cinch first and third situation if he is able to hit the ball in the right field. If he hits it anywhere near the line, George, Tresh will be able to score because McCovey is way over in right center field. They're playing Mantle from right center towards the left field line.
You know, Joe, it's a wonderful thing to have a ball player that can hit a ball a mile and still run like a deer. You don't see many of those guys that hit the long ball and they're fast. You can't double them up. Mantle's a tough man to double up. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He swings and lines it into left field. This one's in there. Tresh is going to hit for third. Here's the throw. It's going to be close. He is safe at third base. Mantle goes down to second. Second and third with no one out. And Al Dark, Joe, has moved out to the mound now for a conference with Billy Pierce.
He's had a man warming up, as we mentioned, since the inning started. A base running of Tresh, a very daring piece of base running, as he actually stopped at second base and then dared Al, although the ball took a little bit of a bad hop.
It was a daring piece of base running because Alou had recovered by the time Tresh started for third, so it was just more or less daring him to throw him out. and his throw to third was a little bit off target, which gave Tresh a chance to go in, and Mantle, of course, racing down to second on the throw to third. So the Yankees are threatening. 2 on, no one out, and the batter is Roger Maris. He's flying deep to right and bounced to first base in 2 trips. Here's Pierce's pitch. He swings and lines it into right field. This one's in there for a hit. 1 run in, 2 runs in. Here's Maris headed for second base. He'll go in safely. Roger Maris lined the ball hard into right field. McCovey came over to cut it off on the first hop. The ball bounced away from him. Maris racing into second base. It'll be an error charged against the right fielder, allowing Maris to go down to second. So it'll be a single for Roger with 2 runs batted in, and an error on the right fielder, allowing Maris to go down to second base. So the Yankees have a runner at second with no one out. They're out in front in this ball game by a score of 2-0. And we're going to get a pitching change right here. Al Dark has moved out to the mound and made the call to the bullpen, Joe, and I believe it's Larson.
He had him going in a hurry, George. You know, this Yankee ball club, 2 things that sometimes get overlooked when you talk about the Yankees, because you think about hitting and home runs and power. The 2 things overlooked is outfield defense, how they can keep the double play in order by fine defensive work in the outfield, and how they can take that extra base. True enough, you move that man in the scoring position when you take that extra base, but the big thing is you stay away from the inning record or the double play. Roger Maris never did hesitate as he got to first base, just went right on around, and he's on at second base in scoring position. So right now it's a 2-0 score with the Yankees out in front. The line score, as we look at it, 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error for the Yankees. No runs, 1 hit, and 3 errors for the Giants. 2 of those 3 errors right here in this inning. And Billy Pierce will get a nice hand as he goes off.
Yes, sir, Joe. Here's Billy Pierce leaving the mound, and he's getting a tremendous ovation from this large crowd in Yankee Stadium. And Billy has been quite a pitcher here this afternoon. He just seemed to run out of gas here in the 7th inning. And, of course, he's pitched a lot of ball down through the stretch and into the playoffs. He won the first game of the playoffs 8-0. He came back and pitched that all-important 9th inning, protecting a 2-run lead in the 3rd game of the playoff that sent the Giants into this World Series against the Yankees. So Billy leaves, giving up 2 runs on 5 hits. And, of course, he'll be responsible for the base runner that's down at second base right now, Roger Maris, in case he should score. And Big Don Larson, who is certainly no stranger to Yankee Stadium, will come on to do the pitching. Back in 1956, as everybody knows by now, Don Larson pitched the only perfect game in World Series competition right here in Yankee Stadium. He'll be facing Elston Howard, the first batter. Well, he's 1 for 2. He lined deep to left field in the 2nd inning. In the 5th inning, he sent a ground ball double over the bag at third base. Roger Maris at second base with no one out. The Yankees lead 2-0. Here's the pitch to Howard. Ball, it's down low. 1 ball or no strikes. Pagan keeps racing over behind Maris, trying to hold Roger close at second base. Larson checks his runner. The pitch. A swing and a miss. Large slider breaking to the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Yankees will be trying to move Maris to third base without using the sacrifice. They would like for Howard to swing away, trying for the base hit, but if not, to move him along to third. Here's the pitch. Here's a high fly ball hit to center field. Not too deep. Maris is tagging. I doubt he'll go. Here he goes for third. Here's a throw coming across. It's going to be close. Safe at third base. Mays' throw a little bit offline, and Maris slides in safely.
He just literally actually challenged Willie Mays by coming on over. I didn't think he would make it, Willie, with a tremendous throwing arm, but Roger Maris just tagged up and came on over and picked up a mighty big base. The sacrifice fly now will pick it up. It looks like the infield will have to come in, which, of course, will really be to the advantage of Moose Skowron.
Bill Skowron, the batter. The Yankees leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. Roger Maris is on at third base with 1 out. And as Joe told you, the Giants are going to play their infield in close. Skowron struck out in the 2nd inning, and he lined hard to Davenport in the 5th inning. Davenport turning it into a double play. Here's the pitch to Moose. He's hit on the first pitch. Skowron is hit in the back. He's all right. He's trotting down to first base. Larson trying to pitch in tight to the Moose. They try to pitch him in on the 5th. Got this one in a little bit too close. And the Moose was hit. So the Yankees will have runners at 1st and 3rd, 1 out. And the batter will be Clete Boyer. We'll see if this alters the Giant defense at all. They might be playing back here for the double play. Boyer, both times, has gone out on fly balls to Mays at center field. The last time up, he sent Willie deep into center to get his fly ball. 2-0. The Yankees in front. They're still threatening here in the 7th inning. This was a scoreless ball game going into this inning. But singles by Tresh, Mantle, and Maris have added 2 runs. Well, the Giants are going to play their infield halfway with runners at 1st and 3rd. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. He got the curve off the corner. 1 ball, no strikes. Davenport is ready for a play at the plate. Cepeda is holding against the runner at first base. And Pagan and Hiller have moved back. They're playing about halfway from their normal position. Here's the pitch. Outside, another curve breaking down and away. Ball 2 and no strikes. The pitcher, Stafford, will be the next batter, so Larson is going to be careful with Boyer. He would rather not walk him to load the bases, but he had rather pitch to Stafford than Boyer in this spot, so it'll be interesting to see how he pitches to Clete. So far, he's been trying to get him to bite at a bad curve. Don gets set. Here's the 2-0 pitch. He swings and misses on a curveball. Ball 2 and strike 1.
Really see what he's doing. Our vantage point is directly behind home plate, and he's really trying to get him to go for that curveball because that's the double play, the ground ball pitch that Larson has, and so far he's just been throwing nothing but breaking balls.
Larson looking in. Big fella taking a lot of time in this situation. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a bad curve breaking down and away. That one was in the dirt. Boyer was going for it. So it's all even at 2-2. A 2-0 ball game. The Yankees out in front. They're still threatening in the 7th. Runners at 1st and 3rd with 1 out. Clete Boyer, the batter, with a ball 2 and a strike 2 count. Larson ready. The pitch. A ground ball to the shortstop. They're going for the double play. Over to second. Back to first. He's safe at first base. Juggled the ball at second base just long enough to enable Boyer to beat the play, and Maris comes in with the 3rd run of the inning.
George, there's a big play of Roger Maris able to come over to third base on the fly ball hit by Alston Howard. He picked up the base where he scores on the force out hit into by Boyer. Just that split second, and Hiller held that ball, the difference. And not only did the Yankees pick up a run, but they have their pitcher coming up. If he does go out, they won't have to lead him off in the 8th inning.
Bill Stafford, the batter. Boyer at first base with 2 down here in the 7th. The Yankees are in front, 3-0. Here's a quick throw to first. Boyer back in time. I doubt that Boyer will be running in this spot. He'll be staying close to the bag. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss on a curveball. As Joe told you, the Yankees do not want Stafford leading off in the 8th inning. I'd rather he'd bat right here. So Boyer beating the play at first base made it a big play in a lot of ways. It got the run in. It got Stafford to the plate. Here's Here's the pitch. Bill hits a ground ball to first base. Cepeda steps on the bag, and the side's retired. 3 runs in the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, 1 man left, and the score at the end of 7 full innings of play. The Yankees 3 and the Giants nothing. Well, Bobby Richardson has been a World Series hero, and Mel Allen was talking to him in the clubhouse the other day. Let's listen.
I see you've got several dispensers of Gillette Super Blue Blades there in your locker, Bobby.
Yes, Mel. I don't ever want to be caught short of Super Blues if I can help it. I'm really sold on those quick, clean shaves. Nothing like it.
Well, Bobby repeats what millions upon millions of men say about the Super Blue Blade. Men who've made it the world's most popular blade by far. An exclusive Gillette process gives them edges so keen, so smooth, they whisk through the toughest beard like it wasn't even there. Refreshing shaves, clean, quick shaves you have to experience to believe. And Super Blues are double-edged for added convenience. You get more shaves per blade. Enjoy the unparalleled comfort of Super Blue Blades in the new Gillette Slim Adjustable Razor. It's lighter and longer, more compact. It's easier to handle, easier to shave those hard-to-reach spots. Right now, you can get them both. The Slim Adjustable Razor and Super Blues. Plus a can of foamy instant lather as a Gillette World Series special. This $2.29 value is yours for only $1.95. So you save 34 cents. Well, at the end of 7, the Yankees have 3 runs on 5 hits. They've made 1 error. And the Giants have no runs on 1 hit, and they've made 3 errors.
George, talking about errors, 3 fellas been real busy. The official scorers who today are Bob Stevens of San Francisco Chronicle, Ray Kelly of the Philadelphia Bulletin, and Phil Fidenzi of the New York Journal-American.
Here's Jose Pagan to lead off for the Giants in the 8th inning. The shortstop has bounced to second and fouled to the catcher in 2 trips. He swings and lines it to left field. A solid base hit for Pagan. Dugout. Matty will bat for Don Larson. Oh, with a runner at first base and no one out. The left-handed hitting Matty Alou will come on here to bat for Don Larson. A 3-0 ball game. The Yankees are out in front. The single by Pagan was only the 2nd hit off Bill Stafford. Here's the pitch to Alou. A curveball. He pops it up behind the plate. It's going to be out of play. This one back on the screen. 1 strike to Alou.
Quite a tribute, George, to Stafford's control, and that even though the Giants are trailing by 3, Alvin Dark has given the hitters a green light to jump on that first ball. Usually you wait for at least 1 strike to try to get the base runner, but Stafford has walked 2 men. Those were in the first inning. They're just going to whacking.
Here's the pitch. He checked his swing in time to Stan Lambus. 1 ball, 1 strike. That might have been what Stafford was thinking, Joe, as he just laid the fastball in there on the first pitch to Pagan, and the little fellow just lined it into left field.
A lot of times that'll happen, and you think they're taking, and of course you give up the base hit, and then you switch your whole pitching pattern.
Bill gets ready. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A ground ball at third. Boyer has it. Here's a throw to second. He's out. No chance for a double play, as Richardson was playing far to his right. In fact, he had quite a race to the bag to beat Pagan over there.
George, he was so far over for a minute, I thought Kubek was going to make the play. Boyer was in on the grass, guarding against the ball. You hit off the end of the bat, and when Alou hit the hot shot, he had that ball in plenty of time. And Richardson, there was nothing he could do. Bobby had to protect that hole between first and second. He really had to come scooting and scampering to be there.
And another thing, Joe, they were just making certain they got 1 runner, because you don't double Matty Alou anyway, unless he hits a shot right at you, and so they were going to be sure they got 1 man. Well, here's Philippe Alou. He's 0 for 3 this afternoon. Stafford delivers a curve. It's in there. 1 strike. Philippe has lined to center, bounced to third, and fly to Maris in right field. We're in the top of the 8th inning. The Giants have a runner at first base with 1 out. The Yankees are leading 3-0. Here's the pitch. Fastball down low. A ball and a strike to Alou. This was a scoreless ball game until the 7th. The Yankees broke it open with 3 runs. Alou waiting. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside. just off the corner with this one. Ball 2 and strike 1. Willie Pierce started on the mound for the Giants, and he was a great pitcher here this afternoon. He seemed to tire a little bit in the 7th inning. 3 straight singles drove him out. Don Larson came on. Now Larson is out of the game for a pinch batter, and we'll have a new Giant pitcher in the bottom of the 8th. The 2-1 pitch to Alou. He swings and lines it off the glove of Stafford. He picks it up. Here's the throw. He's out. A line shot back to the middle. It hit him on the leg, I believe. Stafford is limping around. He came off the mound, grabbed the ball, threw to Skowron in time to get Alou as Matty Alou moved down to second base. And here's the trainer of the Yankees coming out along with Ralph Houck. And the ball seemed to hit Stafford on the right leg, Joe. The left leg it is.
The trainer is out there. He can hardly stand, George, and Ralph Houck is just now asking him to sit down, and it didn't look like it hit him on the shin bone. And the bullpen is in action out in the right field corner. It was a low fastball, and then Alou sent it right back up the middle. Stafford never did get his glove on it. Hit him flush. And with that great competitive instinct, he just went right after that baseball, made his put out at first base. Of course, Matty Alou took second on the play, and after Stafford made the put out, he just went staggering around, and now he's seated right in the middle of the diamond as Ralph Houck, Joe Story's the trainer, Moose Skowron and Nelson Howard look on. George, he may have to leave this ball game.
It'll be very surprising, Joe, if he is able to continue in this game. Taking a good long look at it. Of course, Houck wants him to continue if he can at all. He's been a tremendous pitcher this afternoon.
The thing you worry about more than anything is if he's pitching with the bad leg, it's his follow-through. He wants to stay in. He's going to take a shot at it. He'll be watching to see his follow-through because you certainly don't want to have him favoring anything where the injury to the leg could affect his arm. So they're going to watch him as he warms up. He's just cut loose a fastball. Houck is standing right there in the middle of the mound. He's watching him.
If he can throw any harder than that, they may start him tomorrow. He's really blazing it in there now as if to prove to Houck that he wants to stay in there. Well, he's going to continue in this ball game.
It pains him. It hurts him. Clete Boyer out talking to him.
It hurts him now, but it's going to hurt even more in the morning when he wakes up.
Oh, I don't think he'll make it to the dance in time, George.
No, if he was going to the dance tonight, he'll have to call it off. That's out. Well, we're still having a conference at the mound. Boyer's there along with Skowron, and they're just checking with him to be sure, and he says, yes, sir. I'm going to finish.
George, you've been in enough of those conversations, but it's always the same. You ask the fellow, say, well, how do you feel? And he says, it hurts. What do you think? How does it feel? With the line dry, what can he tell you? But he doesn't go back now.
You like these pitchers, Joe, that don't want to come out of there, and I don't believe he's going to be able to continue. Just as he gets ready to pitch, he says he wants some more warm-up tosses, and I don't think he's going to be able. He is limping around the mound like he's going to have some help yet. Well, I don't know.
They're really watching him from the dugout. He's going to stay in. You got to go for it, but it's a ticklish thing because the mound is really no place for the heroes. If he's able to go, that's what they want.
Well, Chuck Hiller is stepping in. The Giants have a runner at second base. There's 2 outs here in the 8th inning. The Yankees out in front, 3-0. Here's the pitch to Hiller. Curveball. It's down low. 1 ball and no strikes. There's action in the Yankee bullpen, but we cannot see the bullpen from here. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Curve inside. A ball 2 and a no strike count. 2-0 to Chuck Hiller. Willie Mays is in the on-deck circle. The Yankees want to keep Hiller off. Mays will be the tying run. Here's a ground ball to second base. Richardson has it. The flip to first. He's out. Hiller goes out. Second to first. No runs on 1 hit. There was 1 man left. Scored the first half of the 8th inning. The Yankees 3 and the Giants nothing. You know, many of the players work with youngsters in the offseason.
basketball with high school kids. And as he says, when those boys start to shave, I tell them there's nothing like the Gillette way. For millions of men, the Gillette way means super blue blades. Every day, more and more men are discovering the all but unbelievable shaving comfort of Super Blues. An exclusive Gillette process makes their edges so keen, so smooth, they whisk off the heaviest beard like it wasn't even there. Quick, clean shaves, really refreshing. A dispenser is included with the new Gillette Slim adjustable razor, and the Slim is wider, longer, and trimmer. And it's adjustable to match your skin and beard. Right now, the Gillette World Series Special includes the Slim adjustable and Super Blue blades, plus a 79-cent can of foamy instant lather for only $1.95. It's a $2.25 value, so you save 34 cents. Let's pause here 30 seconds for station identification.
This is WGY Schenectady. You know, it's amazing how a major league team can snap back fast when it's down. When you're feeling down, you too can snap right back with a cold, sparkling refresher, Saratoga Vichy. Instant pick-me-up tang, so tantalizing it's delicious all by itself. And Saratoga's naturally livelier spring fresh flavor adds zip, life, and sparkle to every mixed drink. So for that finger-snapping, toe-tapping taste and feeling, be sure it's Saratoga Vichy with the yellow label.
Bob Bowen is coming in to pitch for the San Francisco Giants. It's a big, hard-throwing right-hander, really a rear-back and farm guy. He comes on third base when the right-hand hitters are up there. He'll make him give ground. His best pitch is a great fastball, a sidearmer. George, the attendance here today is 71,434, which is a complete sellout here at Yankee Stadium. We've just gotten word, too, from the bullpen that the Yankees have Jim Coates, a right-hander, and Bud Daly warming up, while Bill Stafford is being treated in the dugout after getting racked up on his shins by the line drive hit by Alou. Bob Bowen has just completed his warm-ups, and this is a hard-throwing right-hander.
You're telling me it's a sellout, Joe. I forgot to get a ticket for my wife. She came in last night, and I thought she was going to sit right here by you today. If I hadn't gotten her a ticket about noon, I wouldn't have been here. It is a sellout. Boy, you usually find a ticket somewhere around, but not this morning. Here's Tony Kubek to lead off. Bolin delivers. Strike. He got the fastball over. A one-strike count. Tony's had one hit in 3 trips. That was a double back in the third inning. It's a 3-0 ball game here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch, he swings and misses on a fastball. 2 strikes. 3 runs on 5 hits and 1 error for the Yankees. Giants have no runs on 2 hits. They've made 3 errors. Here's the 2-strike pitch. A high pop fly behind second base. Here's Hiller waiting on it. He's got it. There's 1 away. Tony Kubek pops to the second baseman. We'll bring up Bobby Richardson. Bobby's looking for his first hit today. He's flied to right, lined to first, and bounced to the shortstop in 3 trips. Bobby, a right-handed batter. Bolin delivers. Ball. It's in tight. 1 ball or no strikes. Bottom of the 8th inning. 1 out with no one on. The Yankees 3 and the Giants nothing. This all-important 3rd ball game. Here's the pitch. There's a high pop fly into shallow left center field. Mays racing in along with Alou, and Willie Mays makes the catch. Bobby Richardson out on a fly to center. It's 2 down, and the batter will be Tom Tresh. Tommy will be batting left-handed for the first time today. Switch hitter, he batted right-handed against Billy Pierce. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The Yankees have out-hit the Giants 5-2. Giants chipped in with 2 big errors in the 3-run 7th inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch. A swing and a miss. Plays the fastball by him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Billy Pierce started for the Giants. Larson relieved him in the 7th. Bob Bolin coming on here in the 8th inning. Here's the 1-0 1-1 pitch. Tresh swings and misses again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tommy really having a couple of ripples at those last 2 fastballs. Bolin into the windup. Just as he gets ready, the umpire, Landis, calls time. As a kite, it looks like a kite, Joe, is floating in the outfield.
That's exactly what it is. Hank Storer called time. He thought the kite was going to land, and it just kept taking off. And now it's floating around, and 71,000 people here at Yankee Stadium watching a kite land. And the groundskeeper made the grab with a string and landed right on Philippe Alou.
Resumed, Tommy Tresh will be the batter with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. We're ready to go as Tommy steps back in. Here's the pitch from Bolin. He swings and misses through the fastball by him, and Tresh strikes out. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left, and the score at the end of 8 full innings of play. The Yankees 3 and the Giants nothing. Well, we've seen some great third base play in this World Series from Boyer and Davenport. And one of the best rookie third basemen around today is Rich Rollins of Minnesota. You'll be hearing from him for years to come, and here's a sample on tape.
Keeping my face in shape is a cinch with Gillette Super Blue Blades. They do the job in no time at all. And smooth? Man.
Richie repeats what men everywhere say about the Super Blue Blade. An exclusive Gillette process gives them edges so keen, so smooth, you'd almost think there was no blade in your razor. Quick, clean, easy shaves you have to experience to believe. And Super Blues are double-edged for extra convenience. Extra shaves per blade. For the utmost in shaving comfort, try them in the new Gillette Slim Adjustable Razor. Now it's lighter, it's longer, and more compact. And it adjusts to your skin and beard. Right now, you get both the Slim Razor and Super Blue Blades, plus a 79-cent can of foamy instant lather as a Gillette World Series special. Now, this $2.29 value is yours for only $1.95. You save 34 cents. Well, here's Willie Mays to lead off for the Giants in the 9th inning. It'll be Mays, McCovey, and Cepeda facing Bill Stafford. That will be interesting, Joe, to watch Bill to see if the leg has tightened up a little during the rest he had. A 3-0 ball game. The Yankees are out in front. Willie has popped to the shortstop, grounded to short, and called out on strikes in 3 trips today. Here's the first pitch. A curve line to left field. This one's in there. Tresh racing over, knocks it down. Here's Mays headed for second. The throw coming in. It's going to be close. He's safe at second. Willie Mays lines one into the corner in left field. More than likely it'll be a 2-base hit. Tresh bobbled the ball for just a moment. But it's a 2-base hit for Willie Mays.
Willie was really scooting around. He didn't want to stay at first base. He not only wants to get in scoring position, but stay away from that double play situation.
Here's Willie McCovey, big left-handed batter. Stafford delivers a ground ball hit to the second baseman. Tommy hobbles the ball. Here's the throw to first. He is out. Bobby Richardson fumbled the ball for a moment. Made a quick throw to Bill Skowron. He got McCovey by a half step at first base. Willie Mays moves along to third with 1 out, and the batter will be Cepeda. Bobby fumbled the ball. He was going to pick it up. He had an easy play, but he couldn't find it for a moment. Had to take 2 grabs at it, and by then, McCovey was closing in on first base, but he got him on a close play. So a runner at third, 1 out. Here's Orlando Cepeda. Stafford delivers a curve. He pops it up into shallow right field. Maris is coming in, waiting on it. Mays is tagging. I doubt he'll come in. Here's the throw, and Willie goes back. No use in Willie taking a chance, as his run means nothing unless they can get 2 more. So Cepeda is out on a fly ball into shallow right. There's 2 down. And the batter will be Ed Bailey. The Yankees lead by 3 here in the top of the 9th inning. left-handed hitting catcher stepping in. Stafford into the windup. Here's the pitch. Here's a long drive to right field. Maris going deep, way back. It's gone. A home run for Bailey. Effort to keep it alive here in the ninth, and Bill Stafford trying to get them out. A double and a home run, and they picked up two. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curve, it's in the dirt. Ball 2 and strike 1 to Davenport.
Alvin Dark has motioned to his bullpen. He wants Big Tom Haller, the left-handed hitting catcher, to come on out of there. Use him as a pinch hitter.
And that'll probably bring Marshall Bridges, Luis Arroyo, or Bud Daly. We get the left-handed batter if Davenport gets on. Here's the pitch. Here's a high fly ball to left field. This may be the ball game. Tommy Tresh is waiting on it. He's waiting. He's got it. The ball game. Davenport flies to left. 2 runs in the ninth inning on 2 hits. No errors, no one left. And the final score of this ball game, the Yankees 3 and the Giants 2. We'll be back in just one moment to review the highlights of the game for you. Well, we've seen some great shortstop play so far in the series from Pagan and Kubek. One of the best in the business is Dick Grote of the Pirates. Here's what Dick thinks of the new Gillette Slim Adjustable Razor.
Is this your first experience with an adjustable, Dick? No, Lindsay, I've been an adjustable user from the start. But the new Slim is even better. It's easier to handle. It sinks together those hard-to-reach areas.
Well, Dick is right, and only the Gillette Adjustable has the precision dial with 9 different positions. One gives you just the right blade setting for your skin and beard. The new Slim is a streamlined razor. It's wider, longer for better balance. And with it, you get a supply of double-edged super blue blades. The Gillette Discovery, millions upon millions of men find unparalleled for shaving comfort. Right now on the Gillette World Series Special, you get the Slim Adjustable and Super Blues with a 79-cent can of Gillette Foamy Instant Lather at a 34-cent saving. It's a $2.29 value, and it's yours for only $1.95. Well, Joe, it was a great ball game here today. The Yankees have taken a 2-1 lead, and you've got the highlights for us.
Another real fine pitching afternoon. Whole series so far in the first game, the 6-2 win, Whitey Ford against Odell. Ford was tough in the second ball game, 2-0. The Giants won a 3-hitter by Sanford. And here this afternoon, Billy Pierce and Bill Stafford really hooked up in a pitching duel. It wasn't until the 7th inning. In fact, the Yankees had run into a streak of 15 scoreless innings. And Billy Pierce in the 7th inning ran into 3 runs, and that was a whole ball game as far as the scoring was concerned with the Yankees. And the way that scoring went, Tom Tresh in that 7th inning opened it up with a single to center field. Looked for a minute like Willie Mays might be able to make a play. It dropped in for a base hit. Willie played it on the first hop. And then Mickey Mantle drilled one into left field. Tom Tresh looked like he was thinking about stopping at second base and then shifted gears, moved on over into third base, and then the ball took a bit of a bad hop, a high hop to Alou, and his throw after handling the high hop was off target at third base, and Tresh went in sliding. Mantle took second, so it was second and third, and Roger Maris then drilled one, the first pitch to right field, driving in 2. Willie McCovey didn't come up with the ball clean. He bobbled it, and Maris took second base. And then there was a key play. It turns out to be the big run, and that was where the Yankees started to put the little things together. Elston Howard flies to Willie Mays in short right center field. And Roger Maris at second base tagged up and literally dared Willie Mays to throw him out at third base. Mays' throw was not on target, and Maris went sliding in to third base safely. Skowron was then hit with a pitched ball. We had a first and third situation, and then Boyer hit a ground ball to the shortstop, Pagan. His flip to Hiller at second base. Hiller juggled it just enough to miss the play at first base, and Roger Maris came across to score the third run. Bill Stafford then ended the inning by grounding out to Orlando Cepeda. So it was 3 runs for the Yankees on 3 hits. There were 2 errors, but the big play in that inning turns out to be Roger Maris taking third on the fly ball hit by Elston Howard and scoring as Boyer hit to a force play, because these Giants came roaring back with 2 runs in the top of the ninth. That was a double by Ed Bailey, and then a home run by Willie Mays and a home run by Ed Bailey. The line score for the Yankees: 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. Stafford was the winning pitcher, 2 runs, 4 hits, and the 3 errors, with Pierce the losing pitcher. Bill Stafford had real good control all afternoon. In fact, only 2 Giants had reached the third base up until that 9th inning. That was Davenport in the second, and then Mays was the second man in that 9th inning, and of course Bailey with this big home run. So the second game is now history. The Yankees have taken a 1-game lead here as they win it 3-2. Our engineer this afternoon has been Harry Alexander. Our producer has been Len Dillon. You be sure to tune in again tomorrow afternoon at 12:45. George Kell and I will be back right here at Yankee Stadium, 12:45 Eastern Daylight Time, for the 4th game of this exciting 1962 World Series. Brought to you by Chrysler Corporation and the Gillette Safety Razor Company. Once again, the score here this afternoon: the Yankees 3, the San Francisco Giants 2. This has been an NBC Radio Network production.